Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and Rue Will, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of Yasharallah. Quick lesson on the topic of, the herbs, our health, okay, this is not medical advice, all right, okay, because I don't want my channel to get a strike and go a whole nother week or two without posting a lesson, man. I hate that shit. But hey, this is not a medical advice, but hey, we're supposed to take care of our bodies, man. Watch what we eat, be healthy, okay? Take care of these fleshly bodies that the Lord gave us, all right? Okay. First Corinthians 3:17, it says, if any man defile the temple of God, him shall Yahweh destroy. For the temple of God, Yahweh, is holy, which temple ye are. So we're the temple. We're not supposed to defile this body, this temple, man. Okay. And how do you defile it? All right. One of the ways is by eating unhealthy foods, if it be lawful or if it be unlawful. We're not supposed to be eating excess, all right? Okay? Or just unhealthy, We're supposed to be watching what we eat. Excess, KJV. All right, Ephesians 5:18, and be not drunk with wine wherein excess, but be filled with the Spirit, okay? It doesn't just go for wine and alcohol, also goes with what you eat, man. Yeah, pizza, eating cheese or chicken pizza, sardine pizza, anchovy pizza, whatever topping you want to put on your pizza, all right? If it's lawful, yeah, it's lawful. Go ahead. But is it expedient? Is it a right thing? Like, is it good for you to be eating pizza all the time, every day, lunch, breakfast, dinner, for snacks? No, man. All right. That even though it be lawful, it could also defile you if you eat it too much. Okay. But hey, every man's different. The scriptures say to not judge a man according to what he eats, his meats and herbs and what he eats, because every man's different. Every man, like for instance, me, I have a high metabolism. I can eat way more than another brother. Another brother, he eats barely. He eats like, he'll probably eat a fraction of what I eat, and he gains weight or he gets sick. For instance, me, even though I can eat a lot, depending on what I eat, I could get sick. All right, I don't get fat, I don't gain weight, but I get sick depending on how much I eat. Like I ate like 5 pieces of pizza yesterday, and I felt sick and tired. I get running. If I drink milk, I get a runny nose, get congested, start sneezing, coughing, get mucus, allergic reaction, because I'm lactose intolerant mildly, okay. I also have celiac disease mildly, all right, which is allergic to gluten, but I can still eat it. I'm not gonna die, so hey, we gotta know our bodies, like the scriptures say, know ye not yourselves, all right. Hey, the scriptures also say, well, whatever if you know whatever is evil to your body, give not to it. Not to it. Sirach 37:27, it says, my son, prove thy soul. All right, prove yourself. Know what you're able to handle, what you're not able to handle when it comes to food, drink, even spiritual things. Some brothers weren't created by the Lord to be a head of the camp. Some were made and created to just be a cameraman or a reader, or just a brother, on the side, all right. Prove thy soul and thy life, and see what is evil for it, all right, what you can't handle, all right, and give not that unto it, all right. Hey, I'm pulling back on drinking alcohol, man, because I know it's just not expedient for me to be drinking alcohol, man. You know, I drink like 1 or 2 beers, 3 beers, and I wake up the next morning with a hangover. And I'm like, God damn. And then I see that another person who could drink 10 beers and wake up fine, you know. Wake up 5 o'clock in the morning, ready for work like nothing happened. I'm like, what the fuck? I can't do that shit. I only drink on the weekends on Friday, and only drink 2 or 3 beers. And I'm taking a break on that. Shoot, I'm actually drinking. I'm starting to drink non-alcoholic beers because I like beer, but I'm also drinking. You know, I'm getting the healthy kind. All right, not this commercial American non-alcoholic beers. I'm getting stuff like I'm gonna get stuff. I've been getting stuff from like imported, all right, from other countries because they don't have. It's not sprayed with pesticides and glyphosate. You know, like those European beers. You know, they're good. You know, South American. All right, these other countries, you know, they're good. But I'm getting the ones without alcohol too. All right, because you know, beer ain't that bad. You know, it's just the alcohol. And you know, and the pesticides, you know, and that's all Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, and he does that, man. He puts pesticides, sprays everything with pesticides, which gives us cancer and whatnot, and goes straight to our organs and messes us up. You know, gives us cancer. You know, he also alcohol is just not a hey man. Let's get this, man. Not expedient. 1 Corinthians 6:12, all things are lawful unto me. Yeah, drinking alcohol is lawful, you know, okay? But not all things, but all things are not expedient. All right, eating pizza, it's not expedient to be eating pizza all the time. I love pizza, but it's not good to be eating pizza all the time. Even eating excess foods, eating meats, all right? You're not going to eat meat every meal, okay? All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. All right, but all things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All right, it's not wise. You know, it's not good for you. All right, even though it's lawful, hey, having sex, that's lawful. There's nothing wrong with having sex, but having sex all the time, that's not expedient. All right, because you're giving your energy. You know, when you release, you're giving your energy to the woman. And hey, we need to keep our energy, our manly energy, so we can do the work of the Lord and be fervent in this truth. You're gonna be too tired, not have any energy. You know, eating too much. Hey, you can eat. You know, eat at the buffet. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not a sin. All right, if you eat lawfully, you know, it's not a sin. But if you stuff yourself all the time, all the time, you know, that's not expedient. That's where it becomes a sin. Okay? Sirach 30:25, a cheerful and good heart will have care of his meat and diet. And I was talking to the brother yesterday, man, because we're talking about cologne. I told him I got rid of all my cologne, you know, because I just lately, the past few years, you know, I've been getting, you know, allergic reactions. All right. And I told him I found out why, because he gifted me a cologne. I'm thankful for that. And I'm like, thank you, because I got rid of all my cologne. I needed some. I told him why. It's because I would drink energy drinks, and they would have this artificial ingredient called sucralose. Okay? Sucralose. Side. Okay? And I would drink this like every day, all the time. And I would have this in my system. Okay? And I didn't realize it until I started doing some research. So I cut this ingredient out of my body. Now I don't get sick as much, you know. I wouldn't react so much, you know. Sucralose, all right, known by the brand name Splenda, is a 0-calorie artificial sweetener, all right. It's artificial, man-made by Esau, all right, the physician of no value, all right, linked to digestive issues, gut microbiome changes, and potentially metabolic effects, all right. You know, and when you destroy your gut lining and your gut, mess up your stomach, which that's what it does, all right. You know, how do you say it? It gets you sick more. You know, you get reactions more to random things, man. Okay. Last one. Now I'm gonna make a